Ha! Package. Alright, I decided to just replace the two bulging caps for now. Pulled some out and spot checked the others. They actually seem pretty good, so just these two certain branded. Ooh, wow, that's got pressure. This one doesn't though. Maybe it popped out the bottom. Yes, that's one of them. Okay, so I'll swap these two caps out. There, got them replaced. Some nice Nichicon. Look at how close that is. That's kind of how close the old ones were. I'm going to see if I can push that cap in just a bit. That's why I haven't cut these leads off yet. But that's damn close. And what's interesting is, see, I put 105-degree caps in there. But the old ones, which tested fine, by the way, despite being bulged out like that, and this one's got a lot of pressure there, were 85 degree. In fact, most of them in here are 85 except for two. So the ones that I would think they need to be 105 degree rated, that are near this heatsink or near some components that clearly already have some heat damage around them, are 85 degree. So yeah, whatever. If you're gonna replace it, might as well replace it with the right part. And I mean, despite that testing fine, it's bulging. I'd rather just replace it. I'd like this thing to have a bit of longevity to it. I ordered a new gear for here. Unfortunately, I live in Canada, so this will be a month. Hey, remember when I did a video on this thing and the gear was broken? Well, guess what I just got in the mail? Oh shit, is this on standard def? So somebody commented on the last video that, hey, you can buy these, and I think they mentioned the part number. So I went on eBay, and sure enough, I can buy this JVC replacement gear for the loading mechanism. And I'm just going to pop the loading mech out so I can show you a refresher of, well, actually, no, I'll demonstrate the problem with it right now. So the problem, if I put this tape in here, is that it doesn't go down all the way, and I have to kind of push it to sit. Sometimes it'll spit the tape back out. This time it luckily didn't. And the reason is there's always supposed to be tension pushing down on the tape, like a spring tension. Where's eject? There we go. And the same thing happens on the way out. It reaches a point where it changes from providing spring tension going down to coming out. And this little gear has a spring that pushes against a peg on it. Now that peg isn't broken, but that peg has a little catch on the side to prevent the spring from just going boop and moving off. And that little stopper thing is what's broken. So let's pop this out. Okay, taking the loading mechanism out. And here is the gear. Now you see there's this little spring, and it's completely loose. That shouldn't be. And if we go and take a look, you can see, let's see if we can focus on it. Maybe? Okay. I'll have to back up a little bit. It's white on white, so it's hard to see. But this little bump here, this spring is supposed to be loaded all the way back there. That is so much tension. And just over the years, it either broke off, fatigued, whatever. And so what I have, oh, look at how white and shiny this gear is a replacement. And see how it's got that little cover on the top to hold the spring in place? So what I need to do is pop this gear out and replace it with this one. It's got those two little pieces that slide over there. It's got a little peg that hits that micro switch, which does a thing. And it's interesting. Oh no, that's just a piece of plastic that sits in that little ridge. Okay, there's nothing missing there. There it is. It's all in place. I think the reason why I felt so much tension on this gear is this little piece here that sticks up is the other side. It comes over, of the spring comes over and then 90 degree hooks up. And this was all caught all the way on this part of the gear. So that would mean that this would have to stretch another 30 degrees around, and that would have put just that much more tension. And I was looking at it going, well, that maybe I can just slide this gear over to the other side of it. So I did that, and now these gears align, except you see here there's a piece where the teeth are missing. So once this one stops moving, then it ramps this up and tightens it. Also, that little plastic clip on here, pain in the butt. That's really the only gear you have to remove. Take this gear off, slide it up, then you can take this gear up and just sort of slide it around this spring. That spring sits kind of weird. You'll also need to remove this switch, but luckily it's keyed. So there's actually two posts. There are two holes. Hello, Queenie. There's one here and one here. So this has a post that goes in there, and then the screw goes in the other hole. So it doesn't need to be realigned when you put it back in. But yeah, okay, this is ready. Let's pop it in and see what it does. All right, let's take her for a test toast.
Still abed, all the who's still a snooze, and he packed up his sled.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's try eject. Smooth, baby, smooth. So this was just a quick follow-up on this VCR, replacing that loading gear. I'll list the part number in the description. And thank you, YouTube user who his name is escaping me, for suggesting that. Worked great. And also the recapping of the power supply. There was two 85-degree capacitors wedged underneath a heatsink, and they were looking pretty bulgy. There was no issue. I saw no difference replacing them, but it's just better safe than sorry. It was good to replace those. And now this marvelous beast can live on.